He might just be aware that he's got to put on a bit of a show here, Barry, given what we've seen so far.
Yeah, his opponent's 21 years old. He's had 78 professional fights, Jorge Paez. He should have hung up the gloves years ago, but he loves it. He used to be a circus act. Some people say he still is.
He still is.
So let's see how he does tonight.
Let's rejoin Jim and Adam.
Welcome back to Las Vegas for the enormously popular extrovert and clown prince of boxing, Mexico's colourful Jorge Paez. Possibly the greatest eccentric of the modern ring, and still at 33 and a veteran of 78 fights, loves to put on a show. Don't forget, he's always been able to fight a bit too. It's the aging entertainer against the young, hungry, dangerous fighter from here in Las Vegas. Augie Sanchez, an enormous step up in class. He's never been past 6 rounds against a fighter who has had 22 championship bouts and reigned over the featherweight division in the late 80s. On paper, Sanchez against Paez is a classic match.
The main thing for Sanchez, you can't allow these old pros to mess with your head, and that's what Paez will do. He'll mess him about inside, rough him up, stop him working. So for the first couple of rounds, Sanchez just wants to keep this at long range, just to get some rhythm before he gets involved with Paez.
Sanchez in the silver with the Las Vegas kid. He's Kid Vegas from these parts. Plenty of support here. 21 out of 22 victories. 1 defeat. Jorge Paez in the outrageous costume. The yellow shorts with the orange and white tassels. An orange boot and a black boot. He really is one of a kind.
I thought when the first bell rang that half the costume would have disappeared, but no, he's wearing it all the way through. I thought those tassels would have come off at the first bell.
I don't know whether it goes a long way, whether those will affect his legs. Certainly the older legs at 33. Oh, touches down.
They both landed simultaneous shots there. Paez landed a left hook, but he took a better shot and down he went.
He's been given the mandatory 8. And it was the left hook of Augie Sanchez. That's his dangerous punch, Sanchez. And I saw Paez land one. Sanchez land a quick one. Paez.
The holding break.
Phased. He's a right of his own. And the one question mark over Augie Sanchez is his chin. He was badly stopped by Edgar Garcia in the first round after he'd won 16. Garcia beaten by Angel Vasquez, who we've seen recently. That might be a guide to form, and it already looks like a nice clash. It's warming up.
Well, Paez has never been an easy night for anybody in his whole career. And you know, he's certainly taking a chance with Sanchez here, but that knockdown, certainly a good start. Gets him a big round to start with.
Yes, it was more of a flash knockdown, but
Time.
they all count. And Jorge Paez has got himself in with an exciting young fighter in Sanchez, and he's got to be careful. Alejandro Gonzalez, Bodak, Capetillo in Paez's corner. Let's have another look at it.
See, they both landed shots, but Sanchez was the better of the two. And you can see it was a little bit shaken as he come back up again. There's Paez's shot lands, no effect. He takes the counter. And when he got up, his legs certainly were a little bit unsteady.
Well, a good start for Augie Sanchez. Much expected from him when he turned professional. With only 1 loss. He's got a good future if he can get past this man. Second round of 10 at super featherweight. They call it junior lightweight here. The 33-year-old clown prince of boxing, Jorge Paez, against the young, really untested Augie Sanchez in the silver and gold, fighting out of his hometown in Las Vegas. He told me this week he's got a lot of fans coming and he's not going to let them down. He will wear Paez down and Paez will become an old man in the ring. He's had a good start.
There's a good solid look about Sanchez. The jab's working well. Beginning of the second round here, nice little left-hand uppercut too. I like that solid look he has about him.
Paez already a little bit of showboating early on. And whether that's picked him up some points over his career, who knows? He's had some controversial decisions, Jorge Paez, but was a terrific champion in the late 80s. Coast-to-coast television here, all turned on. He was getting sort of 13, 14 million viewers. But that was a long time ago. And he's really in the winter of his career now. But always fun. And he's been fun this week.
There's signs in this round that Sanchez might just be a little bit sharp on the way around. I mean, Paez just can't get into range here. He's bobbing, weaving, trying to get past the jab. And Sanchez, very accurate, very quick jab. So Paez is going to have to take some chances, try and rough this young fellow up.
Keeping his hands nice and high, Augie Sanchez, and good work to the body of Jorge Paez.
Yeah, that was an impressive burst of punches from Sanchez.
Trying to work off that jab, Sanchez. Finding Paez with a fair amount of ease. Again, lands. And after 78 fights and 33 years of age, it's Jorge Paez well. You say that, a couple of shots of his own. Paez land.
I like the look of this kid already, Adam. Good variety, good look about him, look of strength and a bit of power. Like the look of him.
Yes, Jorge Paez has got a fight on his hands here. There can be no real clowning around tonight, as we see Eric Morales waiting to defend the WBC Super Bantamweight title for the 6th time against Juan Carlos Ramirez. Morales, a possible star of the future, having his instructions there read to him by referee Jay Nady. And back at ringside, Augie Sanchez with his acid test of his career, 21 years of age, up against Jorge Paez, the old veteran, and doing well.
That's some lovely variety from Sanchez in that round. He kept the jab pumped into Paez's face in the first minute of the round, and then some nice burst of punches after that. Good looking.
Third round of 10, and Jorge Paez had a little more of a concerned look on his face as he comes out for that round. Paez, of course, in the multicolored costume. Augie Sanchez in the sparkly silver shorts. The much younger man by 12 years, Sanchez 21. And a possible threat to the featherweight division if he can get past Jorge Paez. He's looked nervous this week, we felt, Sanchez, at the press conference and the weigh-in, but he was here early doors testing out the ring, and he's done nothing really wrong so far. He's kept upright, correct boxing style, and he had Paez down all but briefly in the first.
Makes good use of the jab. That's the good amateur pedigree. still the best punch in the business, gets you out of trouble, breaks the other fellow's concentration and rhythm. Paez trying to force it now, that's what he has to do, he can't outbox this fellow.
Don't hold him, Augie.
He has just missed out on the Olympics. Augie Sanchez lost to Floyd Mayweather, who's become the WBC super featherweight champion. You'll be able to see him in a couple of weeks, fighting Goyo Vargas and Oscar De La Hoya's bill. And bar that one shocking defeat, Sanchez has looked good, and he's starting to rough Paez up now. Paez hands low, showboating. But he is being outworked and outsmarted by a young fighter who looks to have talent.
This is Paez trying to mess with his head. Now this is
Right
gum
by Sanchez. And he's got Paez on the ropes.
Time, go to one.
And the
Got Paez's gum shield right out, Adam. Yep, there it goes.
Yes, the gum shield goes back to the corner. That was classy work from Augie Sanchez, who's had 18 knockouts in his 22 fights. And Paez has got a hard night here. We could be seeing the end of the Paez career. Augie, 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 the crowd shout, and Paez responds with a little wave. But he's not having success in trying to old man Sanchez out of the fight. Sanchez doing everything right.
Keep him up.
A very sporting contest. They keep tapping gloves every time something happens. He's rough, but he's a sportsman.
Trading there at the bell. And Jorge Paez, with that little tuft of hair, goes out in all sorts of styles and fashions. He's had 18 knockouts between round 4 and 6 there, you see on the screen, but he is having problems tonight against the much younger, more technically astute Augie Sanchez, the local boy from Vegas, who is hoping to pass the first acid test in his career.
Everything Sanchez does is from a good solid base. Always well balanced, always ready to come back with the counters. Good solid look about his punching there, sharp. This is Paez trying to mess with his head, but just kept his concentration.
Okay, you take him with you.
Of 10 at super feather, up against the old eccentric Jorge Paez, who starts this quickly. Paez keeping his hands low and taking unnecessary shots. He's always showboated, but he'll do better to concentrate on the boxing side of things here, because he is being outboxed by Sanchez.
Right.
Paez just kind of lunging wildly with the left hook. There's a jab being pumped into his face.
Yes, he's had 3 wins on the comeback trail, Jorge Paez. Dismantling Polo Perez last time out, warned for a slightly low blow there. But he's lost. Stepping up in class. The IBF super featherweight title against Tony Lopez, the lightweight title against Pernell Whitaker. And he was blown away by Oscar De La Hoya in '94. So I don't know how much he really has left, Jorge Paez, but he will always entertain. But there should come a limit somewhere.
Right. Come on.
Well, this has been the best round so far. Paez is drawing Sanchez in a little bit more this round.
Don't hold him. Work your way out.
Good uppercut
Punch your way out.
from
Come on.
Jorge Paez. And, getting closer to Sanchez, trying to break that jab down.
Yeah, this is more like the kind of fight Paez wants. He's drawing Sanchez in a little bit of a brawl. This has been a fairly level round.
Exchanging blows there. Paez says Sanchez is just a boy, and he will old man him out of the fight.
Well, he's certainly done a lot better in this round. Paez's best round so far.
Don't hold him.
But again, Sanchez coming back well at the end. Looks classy at times, Augie Sanchez.
Very nice, baby. Very nice.
Look to real prospect Sanchez.
Very nice.
Winning
Settle, get the beaten down.
16 in a row, 14 inside the third round.
How you feel?
Little blood maybe.
Okay.
In the corner there around his
So you, buddy. So you
nose.
out there. You're doing beautiful.
But he had that terrible loss. A bad knockout by Edgar Garcia.
He's feeling
Not much more than a journeyman. He's won 5 in a row since
The
then.
next one will cost you a point.
And in Jorge Paez, it's his most important battle to date. Paez, the clown prince of boxing. Loves Hector Camacho, loved Muhammad Ali, just loves entertainers, but says he fights as well as he entertains well. He's been a former world champion.
Wait.
Round 5. Part of Paez's costume just coming loose there on the canvas and being removed by Richard Steele to the corner. His multicolour concoction against Augie Sanchez and the silver Kid Vegas, the home fighter, who they hope will become a star of the featherweight or the super featherweight division in the future. He's doing well here, Sanchez, but Paez came back nicely in the last round. He's always had a good chin, Paez. Always been a tough man to beat.
Paez has started this round well too. This is more like it. This is the kind of fight he wants. He wants Sanchez to stay in front of him and trade with him. Good start to this round from Paez.
And Sanchez's face a little more reddened than it was. He tries to get back to his boxing. Pat Barry and Miguel Diaz calling out instructions from the corner to get back to the jab for Augie Sanchez. Keep Paez at range.
Sanchez just wants to put a little bit more snap into his punches. Paez beginning to come through the shots. So a little bit more venom in the punches. That's more like it.
Surely this is not the sort of fight that's going to favour Sanchez, this sort of close trading, Jim.
No, this is what Paez wants, and still landing some shots here. I don't know how long Paez can sustain this pace. That's more like it. Really, Sanchez wants to come back and get him on the back foot.
Really throwing out their shots with venom now in round 5. Jorge Paez in the circus family. He was a clown, an acrobat, a trapeze artist, a juggler. And, he's entertained the boxing world for a decade or more. Complains there of
Classic
a head
heads, I
clash,
think.
yeah.
Yep. The action got a little bit untidy there, and the heads just banged together. But thankfully both got it in the top of the head, so no damage.
He's taking this a bit more seriously, Paez. Not so much clowning around. Keeping his gloves up nice and tight.
This has been a close round. I think Paez has just nicked it.
And there's a cut to Augie Sanchez's face, I believe. Let's see if we can get a closer look at it. Coming up, the WBA Super Bantamweight title between Nesta Garza and Carlos Barreto. A chance to see Garza, who many of us haven't before. Mystery man of Mexico against Carlos Barreto from Venezuela. That's coming up later. Also, Eric Morales
Keep it in your mouth. Hey, beautiful.
in the defense of
Now
his
you're 4 round fighting
WBC Super
partners, that's all.
Bantamweight
It's all
title.
you. Very
Augie
nice. You won the
Sanchez
6th
there
round
in
and
the
now won the
corner,
4th.
some blood from his nose.
Well, Paez has been trying to draw Sanchez into a brawl the last couple of rounds. In that round, he certainly achieved his
Beautiful,
wish.
baby. Beautiful.
Okay, gotta get outside.
So round 6 of this interesting contest between Jorge Paez and Augie Sanchez. They touched gloves at the beginning of that round. They've done a lot of that. There's mutual respect between these two fighters. Paez looking for one. Big one. There's a lot of blood to Sanchez's nose now. Paez marching forward, making it his sort of fight at close quarters.
I think he's trying to intimidate Sanchez now. He's just trying to break his rhythm, give him something really to worry about. And that was a good left hook that started the nosebleed right at the start of the round.
So Sanchez ahead on Jim's scorecard. 59-47, but Paez having the better of things in the last couple of rounds. And this prediction of old Manning Sanchez out of the fight, getting to him, getting closer, is working. Trying to negate Sanchez's excellent technical boxing ability.
Come on, work it, get out. You hold it.
Good variety from Sanchez. Looks classy at times, doesn't he, with a little body shots.
Yeah, but this has turned out to be a far better fight than I expected. I thought Sanchez would have outboxed Paez, but it's not happening. He's standing his ground and prepared to do it the hard way, so it's paying off for the fans. This is a good little battle.
Let's go, let's go.
Again, mutual respect. And
Break.
tough little fight for both of them. They said the acid test for Augie Sanchez. And it's proving that really for both fighters. Whether Paez has got a future, and whether Sanchez will make a real mark on the featherweights. Trained very, very hard, Augie Sanchez. Running up the Nevada mountains. Knows the importance of this. And quite where Paez is going after this. Should he win?
There's not been a lot in this round. Sanchez has been just stabbing the punches out. He has to discourage Paez. He has to get more snap into these shots. See, Paez is coming right through his punches.
Looks stronger at times, doesn't he, Paez?
Yep, Sanchez has to put more snap into the shots. He's just prodding and poking with the shots.
Very nice, baby. Very nice.
Pretty even round.
Very nice.
That, the 6th. Augie Sanchez has never gone beyond 6 rounds. He's fought 51 rounds of boxing to Jorge Paez's over 500.
Breathe through your mouth. Don't worry about these. Breathe through your mouth.
Never had a championship fight. Paez has had 22. Former IBF featherweight champion. Successfully defended 8 times. Been in with Pernell Whitaker, with Rafael Ruelas, with Oscar De La Hoya, with Angel Manfredi. He's seen everything. He never stops entertaining. And this is getting closer. Here we are in the 7th of 10 at super featherweight. Jorge Paez from Mexicali in Mexico. The old veteran against Augie Sanchez, the young pretender from Las Vegas. Born here, grown up here, amidst the noise of the casinos. 21-year-old who had a good start, showing nice boxing. Paez is trying to rough him up now.
I think Sanchez is losing his way a little bit. He's doing exactly the same things he was doing in the first round. Paez is the one who's changed the routine, trying something different, a bit of imagination. So Sanchez really wants to get more snap into the shots and try and discourage this fellow. You can't just tap Paez and keep him at bay. You have to really put some power into the shots.
Yes, he's been getting through Augie Sanchez, but not with the power really to give Paez too many problems.
That's better.
Pull him back, Augie, pull him back.
I wonder if the pace is beginning to get to Sanchez. I mean, this is probably far hotter than anything he's had to contend with so far.
Absolutely, still a baby compared to Jorge Paez.
Don't hold him.
More blood from the nose of Augie Sanchez.
I think Paez has used up a lot of steam in the previous round. He really put forward a bit of a drive in that round. I wonder maybe if he's feeling the effects now.
33-year-old Paez. He's done well to get down to the weight. 128. Was up at lightweight. Oh, left hand from Sanchez, and that's good night, I think. Richard Steele counts, but surely Paez can't get up. He's out. I mean, Richard Steele should just wave this off. Augie Sanchez has knocked out Jorge Paez in the 7th round, and that was a sensational finish from Kid Vegas.
Well, that was nice because I answered a few questions about Sanchez. He didn't get it all his own way. Paez roughed him up, started to come back at him, was giving him a few problems, so he overcame those problems. And the finishing 2 punches were a couple of beauties. Right hand finish off with a solid left hook. And the way Paez went down, you knew he wasn't recovering from that. So hopefully Paez is all right. I'm sure he is. I think they keep him on the floor as a precaution. But as long as everything's all right with Jorge Paez, then it's been a good night's work for Sanchez.
People had been telling us about Augie Sanchez's left hook, and it really was special. He had a real fight on his hands. Paez had come back, and he's just being kept on the canvas, Jorge Paez. It looks precautionary, and just being tended to by his cornerman, just taking his gloves off there. And I'm sure it looks like Paez is going to come back onto his feet soon. He is talking in there, so we hope he's okay, of course. Never good to see a boxer, especially one as exciting as Jorge Paez, in this sort of trouble. But really, it was a devastating left hook. And that's great. Jorge Paez is back on his feet. Fantastic. And he is smiling again, and he is straight over to Augie Sanchez to congratulate him, because not many people do that to Jorge Paez.
I think he was beginning to feel the pace a little bit. He had a big drive in the previous round. I think it took a lot out of him. He was feeling just a little bit tired. He got caught with the right hand, which seemed to relax his muscles. Then the left hook to finish the job certainly was a beauty. But thankfully back on his feet and everything's all right. So that was the right hand that started it off, and then bang, right on the button. Perfect left hook. Just caught him with his body relaxed, and the complete impact of the punch in his head, landing heavily as he went over. As the right hand just This is where he relaxed, leaned back from the shot, no defences, and that was a beautifully timed left hook. All of Sanchez's power behind it. See, the right hand, a clubbing shot that just relaxed him. You see his legs have gone a little bit here. And the finishing punch and his head banging on the canvas. A dangerous finish, but thankfully everything's all right.
Augie Sanchez being congratulated by his corner in front of his home crowd. Augie, Augie, Augie again. The crowd are shouting. He was nervous all week, and that's a tremendous win.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Richard Steele reaches the count of 10 at 2 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 7. The winner by sensational knockout victory, the pride of Las Vegas, Nevada, the Las Vegas Kid, Augie Sanchez.
22 out of 23, and the most impressive and